แม่พูดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษก่อนนะเพราะยังไม่ได้ทักทายนักศึกษาที่มา So today is actually the 15th day of the waning moon. In Buddhism, we go according to the moon, dark moon, and then full moon. These 2 days very important for us as Buddhists. Today, the monastics will be joining together after receiving the teaching from the senior monk. How senior? He must be at least 20 years as a bhikkhu. Then we can invite him to come and give us instruction. So at 1 o'clock he will come. Actually, we should go to him and to pay respect to him. But because we don't have transportation, so he said it would be easier for him to come and then give Ovada. After giving instruction, then we together will be reciting 311 precepts that we take as fully ordained Bhikkhunis. We have not been able to memorize yet. Some of the monks, and actually some of the Bhikkhunis, the young ones, they are able to memorize all the 311 precepts in Pali. So just like in your culture, it would be like you are reciting in Latin, something like that, you know. Not that we really understand the language properly, but we understood the meaning somewhat. So that's what we are going to do today at 2 o'clock. So full moon and dark moon for us monastic, it's very busy day. So I would like to welcome again Professor King, who had been visiting us more than 15 years, I think, 15 years. When I was first ordained, he came that very first year, and then with students, different batches of students. So most welcome, and also thank you for our interpreter who come with the group. What we did in India, I will share with you with what we did in India. We went on 23rd. Our group went and we were trained for the Upasampada. This was the very first Upasampada for Theravada Bhikkhunis, hosted by the Bhikkhus. Every time it's always us, the Bhikkhunis, you know, we arrange things for ourselves, but this time the Bhikkhus hosted the event. So it is really very important. From our temple we have 5. Raise your hand, ยกมือขึ้นคนไหนที่ไปบวชกลับมาใหม่ See, we have 5 from our temple and 3 more from other temple. So now this is that the newcomers added to our Sangha. Thank you. When we go to Bodh Gaya, we went to Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is the place where the Buddha was enlightened. So it is a small village, but suddenly, it is a small village, and suddenly it became international. So you can imagine there is no infrastructure to support this international gathering. Only the Thai temple, we have something like 14 Thai temples, can you imagine, scattered in this village. So one problem is Bodh Gaya is very dusty. That's why that will explain all of us catch cold somehow, either the first part of our trip or the latter part of our trip. In my case, I was lucky enough to finish the whole thing first, and then I caught cold and lost my voice coming back. So the organizer is Maha Buddhist Society of India, headed by the Sri Lankan monks. The one who really supported us was General Secretary of Maha Buddhist Society. His name is Venerable P. Sivali Thero. So he was very supportive and told us, you know, that we should go ahead. He even thought of having this World Theravada Bhikkhuni Council, something very big, you know. And at this ordination, it was so auspicious that we actually had Bhikkhunis coming from 10 countries, from the United States also, from Vietnam, from Indonesia, from Thailand, Laos, Malaysia, many countries, so it's a very auspicious moment. And for the ordination, it has to be done. The candidates must be purified by the Bhikkhuni Sangha, by the female, and then ordained by the Bhikkhu Sangha. In Thailand, the Thai monks have been forbidden to give ordination to women. That's why, that will answer you why we have to struggle so hard to go to foreign countries. So they don't allow the monks to give us ordination, and they don't allow ordination in Thailand. Whether the order is valid or not, it is an order. So we don't want to clash with them, so that's why we avoid the problem by going out, spending lots of time, spending lots of money to arrange for the candidates to go there. ทำรายจ่ายแล้วอยู่ที่300,000 กว่า 400,000 ประมาณนั้น But we are very happy that the Bhikkhus, the Sri Lankan Bhikkhus, are very supportive. And in the ceremony, it has to be pronounced. It has to be pronounced in Pali. That need to be trained. Not just anyone becoming Bhikkhunis and can do that, can perform that kind of ceremony. So it was very, very, very important and very meaningful ceremony that we went through. And interestingly, in Buddhist context, for the full ordination, we cannot just simply give ordination to this big crowd. It has to be done 3 candidates at one time. So you can imagine we had 24 candidates. So we have to have 3 at a time for the Bhikkhuni Sangha. These 3 again with the Bhikkhu Sangha. So it took 2 days for the 24 candidates to be ordained. And now for this group 3, you have to get the time. I noted the time when you were fully ordained. When they make announcement of the time, each group is different. Your group is different. Their group is different. Okay, so you need to mark the time also on your certificate. After the ordination was actually done at Wat Lao, the Lao temple. The important thing about ordination is that it must be done within the boundary, consecrated boundary. Now we have Wat Thai. As I mentioned, we have about 16 Thai temples in Bodh, Gaya. But because of this order, the Thai monks were not able to allow us to have ordination in Thai temple. Is that a shame? But that is the fact. So we avoided that and we went to Wat Lao. We went to the Sima, the boundary of the Lao monks. The abbot was so open. He said, come and perform ceremony anytime you want. This place is open. It is international. He said it is international, so please do come. So I was very happy that in spite of the fact that we had all the troubles, but yet we were so welcomed by the Bhikkhus brother, our Dharma brother. Then after the ordination, of course, the place where we stay, this Sri Lankan temple, it is closest to the Bodhi tree, to the tree where the Buddha was enlightened. So that's where the whole international Buddhist group would go to that particular tree, to pay respect. It's very crowded, Dr. King, very crowded, and for you to really want to meditate, it's almost next to impossible. But anyway, people would go and sit among the crowd. People walk almost crossing over you, when it gets crowded, and they would circumambulate 3 times. So all the candidates who had opportunity to do that. So that was very happy moment. And then after that, we had a Global Buddhist Conference in Bodh, Gaya, organized by Maha Buddhist Society of India. And this time, because of this ordination, the chief monk, the theme of the conference was Buddhism, women liberation, Buddhism and women's liberation. So there were many papers, I would say about 30 papers presented. From our temple, from Thai, we have 3 papers, very strong, very with information, very good information. Venerable Paripurna did about our ordination here, how we are very careful to select candidates and give the instruction for each step. It's a very good paper. And Dr. Kanchana also did a very good paper on the legal issues against the Bhikkhunis in Thailand. So next year, by the time we attend again, I hope we will attend again the conference next year, the papers will be published in the book. Like last year I was there, they already published the paper in the book. So very good event. And I would say that we consider this international ordination as a major step forward for the women to be ordained, and for the women to be able to spend their life in Rome with dignity. I would say with dignity. It's not hiding, sometimes they have to go hide themselves and perform the ceremony. That is not done. So this is the report that I would like to give to you, and for you to participate and actually witness with your own eyes the new candidates who just joined the Sangha. That would be considered very auspicious also for you. From most of you are from United States, right? So that's about the report that I would like to share with you.